All right, so you want to be a social service consultant.
You're in the right place.
We are going deep on this career path today. We've got excerpts from RoleCatcher's Career Guide, Social Service Consultant,
A peek at their interview prep tools.
and even a look at how their platform helps you shine in the job market. Ready to dive in?
Absolutely. And what's really exciting is that we're not just talking about a 9 to 5 here. This is a career where you can make a real difference in people's lives.
That's what's so cool about it. So, let's break it down. What does a social service consultant actually do all day?
I'll give it like this. Imagine you're brought in to analyze a community program for at-risk youth.
Maybe you're even consulting on policies that impact affordable housing. These are the real-world situations where a social service consultant steps in.
Okay, so you're dealing with really important issues. The guide mentions their impact on policy
Program development.
and advising organizations. What does that look like day to day?
It's a dynamic role, for sure. You might be conducting research one day, analyzing existing social service programs the next, and then meeting with community leaders to develop new initiatives. It's about identifying problems, finding solutions, and being a voice for those who need it most.
That's a lot of responsibility. It sounds like you're constantly learning and adapting to new challenges. Speaking of finding the right fit, let's consider the challenges and rewards of this career path. What are some things you should be aware of before jumping in?
That's a great point. The guide is very honest about this, actually. While there's immense satisfaction in knowing you're making a difference, working with vulnerable populations can be emotionally demanding.
Burnout is a real concern, and navigating bureaucracy can be frustrating.
So self-care and a good dose of patience are essential. The guide also talks about the importance of passion and resilience in this field.
Absolutely. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. You have to be truly passionate about social justice and have the resilience to face systemic challenges head-on.
But the rewards can be incredibly fulfilling, both personally and professionally.
It's inspiring to hear about the impact you can have. Okay, so you're ready to make a difference. But how do you even become a social service consultant? What does that path look like?
Well, education is definitely key. The guide points to degrees like social work,
Sociology.
even public administration as common starting points. But, and this is important, those degrees are really just the foundation.
So it's not just about the piece of paper, it's about what you can do with it.
Exactly. Think about the day-to-day of a consultant. You need strong, active listening skills.
Critical thinking.
Yeah,
And a deep commitment to service. Those aren't things you can just learn from a textbook.
that makes a lot of sense. The guide also mentions some more technical skills,
Hmm.
things like reading comprehension
Writing.
and social perceptiveness.
Those are crucial too. Remember, you might be analyzing research reports one day and writing policy recommendations the next. You need to be a strong communicator and really understand the nuances of human behavior.
It sounds like a good mix of hard and soft skills. Speaking of skills, I've got to ask about RoleCatcher's platform. They say it can actually help you pinpoint your skill gaps. How does that even work?
It's pretty impressive, actually. You input your desired career path, like social service consulting, and their algorithm analyzes tons of job descriptions to identify the most common skills and qualifications. Then it compares those requirements to your existing skills and highlights any areas where you might need to level up.
Wow, so it's like having a personalized career coach in your pocket. That's super helpful for knowing what to focus on. And it's not just about landing your first job, right? The guide talks about 4 distinct career stages.
Each with increasing responsibility,
Potential.
earning potential. What does that progression look like?
It's exciting to see how much growth is possible in this field. You might start as an entry-level consultant, maybe assisting with research or supporting program development. But as you gain experience and expertise, you could find yourself leading those initiatives, presenting your research findings at national conferences, or even shaping policy at a higher level.
Wow. From assisting with research to influencing policy, that's quite a journey. The guide also mentions things like certifications and continuous learning as being important for career advancement.
Absolutely. This field is constantly evolving, so staying ahead of the curve is crucial. Certifications, like the Certified Social Worker, CSW, or Certified Social Service Professional, CSSP, demonstrate your commitment to professional development and can give you a competitive edge. Plus, continuous learning is essential, whether it's attending conferences,
Taking online courses.
or just staying updated on the latest research. Never stop learning and growing in your role.
It's like they say, the learning never stops. And what about networking? I imagine that's pretty important in a field like social services.
You're spot on. Building a strong network is essential for career growth in this field. Attending conferences is a great way to meet other professionals, learn about new trends, and potentially even connect with future employers. Joining professional organizations can provide valuable resources
Mentorship opportunities.
and a sense of community.
So it's about building relationships,
Hmm.
sharing knowledge, and learning from each other's experiences.
Precisely. Networking is about collaboration, not just competition. It's about building a community of passionate individuals who are all working towards the same goal, creating positive social change.
That's a powerful thought. So you've got the education, you're developing the skills, you're building your network. But there's still one major hurdle, the interview. And I have to say, this is where RoleCatcher really caught my eye. They offer a ton of resources for interview prep.
Including questions specific to the social service consultant role. It's like having a cheat sheet for one of the most nerve-wracking parts of the job search. What kind of questions should someone be ready for in a social service consultant interview?
Well, think about the core skills we discussed. You'll likely get questions about handling conflict
Staying up to date on policies.
and building trust with clients. These are all essential for this role.
So it's not just about knowing the theory. They want to see how you'd actually navigate those real-world situations.
Exactly. For instance, they might ask how you'd approach a client who's resistant to change. They'll want to hear about your conflict resolution skills
Your empathy.
and your ability to find common ground
It's about being a good listener, respecting different perspectives.
and finding creative solutions that work for everyone involved.
Right. And, of course, you need to be ready to talk about your knowledge of relevant policies. This field is constantly changing, so they'll be looking for someone who's proactive about staying informed.
It shows you're committed to providing the most effective and up-to-date advice to your clients.
Precisely. Another common theme you'll encounter is building trust, especially when working with vulnerable populations. Interviewers will want to know how you establish rapport
Maintain confidentiality.
and ensure your clients feel heard and respected.
It sounds like it takes a lot of empathy and genuine care to build that kind of trust.
Absolutely. Those qualities are essential for success in this field. And that brings us back to something we touched on earlier, the importance of self-care. This work can be emotionally challenging, so it's vital to have healthy coping mechanisms and a strong support system.
That's such an important reminder. This has been an incredible deep dive. We've covered what it takes to be a social service consultant, from the education and skills to the day-to-day realities, and even how to nail that interview.
We've explored the challenges and rewards,
The importance of networking and continuous learning.
and the immense impact you can have on individuals and communities.
Exactly. But as you embark on this journey, remember, it's not just about building a career. It's about becoming an agent of change. It's about using your skills and knowledge to create a more just and equitable world.
So keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep into this fascinating and rewarding field.
And if you're looking for more guidance, be sure to check out the resources from RoleCatcher that we mentioned. They've got some amazing tools to help you succeed. Until next time, keep exploring and keep making a difference.